Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, beautiful people. Okay, so I've got this on. Can you imagine? I started this with my screen turned the other way. It's terrible, but anyway. So yes, guys, here I am with you again. It's hump day. Hello, Edith. Morning. How are you? Welcome to Fit, Strong and Flexible Over 50 and our Hump Day Live, Facebook Live. It's coming at you every Wednesday. I'm Carla Armour. I'm a mindset and movement coach and specializing in living Pilates. God, I'm a practicing artist. I'm a lot of creative stuff, and I just love to work with people's bodies, people's minds. And so just having lots of fun here every Wednesday. And what was my theme planned for today? Well, funny enough, I was listening to this program that I one of my mentors, Gary Ryan Blair, and he was talking about this fable of this master walking with his protege, and he was falling and he grabbed onto a bamboo. And I thought that was a wonderful story to put the analogy for what I wanted to touch on today, which is a little bit about being flexible, Fit, Strong and Flexible group. So a little bit about being flexible and the resiliency and where does bamboo come into all of this? So yes, I'm just going to ad lib a little bit while I see if anybody else comes in, because I changed the time from 11 to 10, but it's okay. If anybody wants to watch this afterwards, they're sure welcome to. It's great for me to just talk to you guys and hopefully make a little difference somewhere, if at all, anywhere. And so resilience. We want to talk about the flexibility in our Fit, Strong and Flexibility group, and the flexibility in being adaptable and being resilient and being able and having your plan A and plan B. Morning, Fabienne. How are you, baby? Are you still in Northern Africa? Yes. We must meet up one of these days. So yes, I actually posted something on Instagram. You can follow me if you want. It's Carla_Armour, just like my name is. Carla Armour with a ARMOUR, not French, love, unfortunately. But armor, like a knight in shining armor. And I posted these shells. I posted a row of shells onto my Instagram. And I sort of said, spot the difference. I didn't sort of say it, I did say it. Spot the difference between the shells. You remember that game we used to play? You get it in like in newspapers and stuff, and you have to have two pictures that look so much alike, but they're actually not alike. But and you spot the difference, right? So I thought, this is such an interesting analogy. So tidying up the other day, 2020, tidying up the space, clearing space, making space for resiliency, making space for more things to come in, making room in your life, and for abundance to flow in. And I came across this book that I have in my coffee table, which is called Women of the World. It's 177 women artists and from 177 countries. And actually, I was an artist invited to represent Dominica as the female artist in that book. So I came across a piece that I had done for that, and that's where I think that my whole grid series in my work came in. And it's about these games that women have to play, and people always wanting to put women into these pretty little boxes of where they're supposed to be, what's your role in society, what are we supposed to be playing, what are we not supposed to be doing, and even in not even just in role play, but just in sort of the perceptions you have of yourselves, we have of ourselves, and how it is that we are all women, but each shell is so unique and so beautiful and so different. I mean, just look at how beautiful this is, and the different, just subtle shades of that shell, even next to this one. You know, look at this one. It has a little bit of a line up into it. And I think it's just sort of an analogy for us women to just be our unique, beautiful selves. And therein came in my concept of the bamboo that I mentioned at the beginning. And in life, sometimes we have to be like a bamboo. Yeah. And what he was saying, the whole fact about bamboo is that there's weeks and weeks of root formation that happens in the bamboo. Weeks and weeks. And then eventually the bamboo starts to grow, sprout out, and all of a sudden the bamboo can grow up to 65 feet within 3 months. Yeah. But then the bamboo is so pliable. If you take the bamboo and you bend it, I mean, look at how they make bamboo furniture. They can bend the bamboo and stuff like that. And then it will spring back to its upright position. So I was just thinking, when we talk about going through life and renewing our commitments to do better this year, to do more this year, to be more of ourselves, to be more passionate, to be more true to ourselves. Sometimes we just dive in headlong and we don't put down the roots first. And I think this sort of forum where we can share with each other if we have roots that we need to put down and see what other people are doing and sharing with that. And maybe in that way, we can find that other people are walking the same journey as us and realizing that it's okay to have the bumps in the road. You know, how boring it would be if all our highways were just one long straight highway without any corners, without any bumps. Because you know something, there's actually a profile picture that I had. Morning, Sharon, morning. And I was talking about running. And I mean, every time that's why for me, running is just such a beautiful thing to do. Because every time you are running down a road, you might get an incline. You might get a decline. You might get a corner. And each time your body has to acclimatize itself differently to that particular challenge. Okay? So for instance, if I'm in Dominica and I'm running from Pocasset down to Layu, down to the sea. Those of you who know Dominica, you can look on a map if you don't. That is quite, good morning, sweetie. That is quite a lot of corners, a lot of downhills, few flat areas. Sometimes you go through a little incline and unexpectedly. You could be doing it all uphill. And each time you do it, each day you do it, it feels slightly different. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we have to realize in life. First of all, we have to prepare for it. We're not just going to go out there, one shoe on, laces not done up, or we don't have the proper clothes on, and then what do you think? Oh my God, and your clothes are pulling on us or whatever. We have to prepare. And how often we do in life, we just jump into something and we don't actually prepare. But it's okay, guys. Every day is another day to start again. And that's what I wanted to just touch on today. And just say, guys, this group is just all about being here for each other and feeling how can we face 2020 more resilient, more powerful, stronger. Okay, so the first thing I thought of that we could do in as far as building a sort of ritual and a resilience is that in this thing that I do, a log that I do every day, and we talk about hydration, I talk about the 3 M's: mindset, meditation, and movement. And maybe if we just started looking at the 3 M's in our group. So what movement did I do today? What's my mindset for the day? So what are you reading? What are you learning? How are you growing in your mindset, in your approach to things, and your meditation? You know, your prayer, you're getting in tune, getting in alignment, opening yourself to divine guidance or to your whatever you believe in, to that eternal energy, that vibration that's out there, that God or what it is that you believe in. You know, I believe in the divine energy, and I believe in asking God to bless me every morning and thanking God every morning I wake up, and thanking for the protection and the provision and just saying a little prayer, you know. And there's a prayer of Jabez, you know, bless me indeed, you know, and enlarge my territories and walk with me, that your hand should be with me always, so I should not be afraid and I should stay away from evil. So that's just such a nice rounded little prayer that you're just saying, you know, bless me, thank you, you know, stay with me, guide me, protect me, lead me away from evil, and just lead me to good things, into abundant things. You can say whatever prayer you want, you can say whatever meditation you want, whatever affirmation, but that knowing that you've stilled your mind and you've sort of gotten that opportunity. It doesn't have to be long. It can be long, obviously. Sometimes with your movement, you can also use that as a time for your mind, your meditation. That's what I do with my running. So I went out this morning, I'm back on my feet. My little broken toe is a little bit painful, but it's okay. What the hell? You know, worse things could happen to people, yeah? But it's such a beautiful time to just go out into nature, go out into somewhere, just go into your garden, go by the window, just look at something that you can see, something of nature. Maybe you have some plants in your house, you don't have the option to be in nature close to you, but you know, have a little plant or something that you can feel, something that is natural and vibrant. Talking of which, my son bought me a pineapple that I forgot to eat. I so like to look at those pineapples, they're so pretty, and now I think I've missed the boat with that pineapple. I always have fruits in the house. But yeah, so basically, how are you thinking of your mindset, your movement? What am I doing for movement today? Okay, so maybe we don't have time to go and exercise for an hour. We don't have time to hit the gym, but we should try to do a good session, say 3 times a week. Are we fitting it in? Are we scheduling it in? Because unless you schedule it in, guys, it's not going to work. You're never going to make time for it, because nobody can ever, that I know of, get everything to do on that to-do list done. Maybe sometimes you have to make a shorter to-do list, and then you get that done, and then you have a second little list, you know, so you make a shorter one that is smaller, and then you have the other list. So when you finish those, say 3 main things or 6 main things, you know that you can hit on to the others. But schedule it in so that you know 3-4 times a week you're getting that in, and everything counts, guys. If you haven't been able to get out for that morning or that evening session yesterday, or the morning this morning, why not say park a little further, take a few extra stairs, you know, instead of an elevator if you have that. Walk a little further today, you know, stop your car a little bit and make a round or something. There's always an opportunity. One of my clients on Monday were making the joke about, oh, how many stairs? I said, what about doing them 2 at a time? She goes, okay, I must do that because I have so many stairs. Yeah, I must do that 2 at a time. And you know what? That's like doing lunches. Do your stairs 2 at a time if you have a lot of stairs to climb. You know, so just little things that, so you could get the movement in. And why don't we just consider for this next week coming up to look at our 3 M's, our mindset, our movement, and our meditation, and how are we fitting that in every day. Put it in your diary, or wherever you do your appointments for the day, or your journal, or whatever it is that you use. I mean, I have it's like an appointment book that I put all my things I have to do, so that I can give my time blocks. I can block my time for the things that I have to do. So you could do that and then say, okay, that's how much I've moved in. That's when I'm moving. And at the end of the day, you know what? You look at it and you think, geez, I didn't do so bad. And then there you go again. You have your mindset, because then your mindset, you're thinking to yourself, man, I rocked it today. Even if I didn't go and do a 45-hour run or walk or exercise or gym, look at that. During the day, I had 4 opportunities where I took the opportunity and I did some extra walking or running, or took the extra stairs. And you know what? It made a difference. So sometimes we're so hard on ourselves. And we're always saying that in this, you know, they're always saying, oh, we're so hard on ourselves. But you know, honestly, we don't need to be so hard on ourselves, because every little bit does count. So why don't you just make it a deal with yourself to just make every little bit count, okay, guys? So that's great. So that's what I want to talk about, our 3 M's. And then I wanted to talk about, yes, I did start with our flexibility and being resilience for those that join it towards the end. But not to keep you guys too long this morning, I want to know how we're doing with our exercises, our movement. I want you to tell me a little bit about that. Go ahead, look at the videos, guys. Just go to where it says photos, and then you can look down at all the videos that are there that I have already left on the group. And there's lots of stuff there that you can do. All right, guys, let me see you all commenting on that so that I know that it's useful, because I keep putting them there and it's nice to be useful to you guys. So yes, guys. So listen, guys, it's a short session today. I'll come on again a little bit later. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and say, you know, have a great week. It's the hump day. It's the day when you can reassess how we did Monday and Tuesday. It's also the 22nd of January. 22nd of January, 21st of January, they say it takes 21 days to make a habit, okay? So some of you may have started new goals, new missions, new things that you wanted to do in life for 2020, and you realize, oh my gosh, have I fallen off the wagon, okay? So it's a really nice time on the 22nd day of January to reassess where we are and say, okay, how am I doing? I was doing that actually yesterday and noticed that I am falling a little bit slow. Not that I'm not still on my projects, but falling a little bit slow on a couple of things. So I've had to look at my diary and say, oh, well, maybe my timing wasn't quite blocked off well enough to accomplish them. But it's okay. Every day is an opportunity to sort of reassess and get that done. I mean, maybe some of you, like Cheryl, for instance, you have your business to run. Maybe you have other targets for the year, and you're saying, you know, it's a nice time to assess, you know, how is my team doing for this target that I have set? I'm sure you have multiple targets because you have multiple streams in your business. And so I'm really happy that you could take the time to just put on the Facebook while you're probably getting ready for work or whatever you're doing. And I know you have lots to do in the mornings, okay? Just sort of saying, okay, what are the targets there? You know, and sometimes it's so good to do that mid-month or like the third week in the month, team realignment, team attunement. That's what I like to call it, because what you can do is you can get the team in, the main parts of the teams that you have, and say, okay, guys, how is it going? Because you know what sometimes is that we do that at the end of a month. Look, I've been in business for many years myself, and sometimes we do that at the end of a month, and I've always found that if you do that like third week in the month, then you can actually feel better about the win that you can get at the end of the month, because anywhere that you're falling short, you find that you can then pick up, so that the target that you wanted to meet at that month-end target, you have caught something that was falling behind. Some of us do it a month-end, yes, but I find sometimes it's nice to have that report at month-end, but just get that little team boost, you know, team attunement to say, are we all in alignment? Are we all singing from the same hymn sheet? You know, and it's all about being resilient. You know, is plan A working? If plan A is not working, is plan B being put into place? And if plan B fell short because somebody in plan B didn't work out, plan C, guys, can we call it in, right? So it's always nice to have this resiliency about ourselves, but we can't be resilient if we don't plan and we don't put things in place and we don't grow these roots. We don't put down the roots. That's what I was talking about in the bamboo. We don't put down those roots so that we know that we can be successful. When we come to send the shoots out, we have these shoots that are strong and growing tall and bright and just reaching for the light. And that's what our dreams and our goals and our missions are. We're just reaching for that light. To our potential is that light, you know, that bright beam, that bright light that you shine. That's the shoots that we want to get when we have those strong roots, right? So guys, yeah, it's 20 minutes on. I thought, let me put on a little 20-minute bang, 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 hump day live. And I was thinking that maybe sometimes I'm just going to go on live, because sometimes I do that in my Instagram. I'm just going to go on live sometimes when I'm doing a run or something, just to sort of motivate you guys a little bit more and get some more camaraderie going on the group. You know, life is all about changing things around, trying things, new things, what's not working, what's working, what can you tweak, what can you not. So guys, my parting for today, hump day, this Wednesday, the 22nd of January, is to say, let us be resilient. And to be resilient, let us send really strong roots. Let us lay down the groundwork in January for what we expect to achieve in this year, okay? Let's lay it down in the different facets of our life, different aspects, whether it's your career, whether it's your business, whether it's your exercise, your health, your diet, maybe it's some weight that you want to lose, Yeah, some of us have some weight we want to lose, or we want to get to our ideal weight. Yeah, so have we sort of put the goal to say, yes, I would like to be my ideal weight, which is maybe 10 pounds less than I am now, or 10 kilos less than I am now, or 1 stone less than I am now, depending on what is the weight you use. But what are we going to do about it? Are we putting it in place? What do we have in the fridge? You know, what is our shopping routine like? What is our meal planning like? Are we just forgetting to eat first thing, or putting our food together and then we eating junk in the end of it when we're very hungry? You know, are we saying, okay, this week I'm going to lose this pound or this kilo in its next 2 weeks, and planning and saying, okay, let's assess in the past 3 weeks, how have I done? Or are we waiting for a month to pass and saying, oh boy, it didn't work, you know? No. Let's lay down the groundwork so that we know we can succeed, so that when we do send up those shoots, which are the fruits of our toil, the fruits of all the work that we do, that we know that we have been successful. Okay, so guys, that's what I want to say. Be resilient is to send in your roots, to have your plan A, plan B, plan C, to have your plan in action, to know that I can be flexible like the bamboo. I will bend, but I will not break. I want you guys to make that your motto, okay, guys? You will bend, but you will not break in this 2020. You know, we have so much saying about we want to be. Good morning, who we have coming on. You know, sorry guys, I gotta put on my glasses to see who we have coming on. Okay. Hi Anna, hi, and Roberta, hi, morning ladies. Just coming in on the tail end of here, but you can always rewind when I post it. Yeah, so my little post as I was ending here, because I said I was going to be on time today, ending, was about a little bit about resilience, planning for resilience, and our 3 M's, okay? Keeping in tune with our 3 M's, mindset, movement, meditation. Okay, guys, and I wanted you to just spend the week, this week, putting it in the diary till next Wednesday, so you can just monitor how is your movement going for the week, how is your mindset, your learning, your meditation, your prayer, your whatever it is that you do, and your mindset is, am I being positive? Am I saying to myself the right things, right? Say to yourself the right things, guys. Love yourself. Remember, the most important thing is to love yourself. A lot of people say that is selfish, but that's another whole topic that I'm going to talk on next week. You know, I'm going to look up a little bit about modesty versus humility. Yeah, that's a good topic. What do y'all think? Tell me about it. Why don't you all send me some things about that? Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's it. Again, I'm Carla Armour, little mindset and movement coach here, Pilates guru, little artist, creative. I just want to be really fun life, really happy life, just make you guys happy and healthy, and really just love yourselves so that you can be sure to love those around you. Because if you don't love yourself, what you reach out with may not be actually what you think other people are taking it on as. Trust me on that one. Okay? So that's it for today. I will be posting some other things during the week. And feel free to go on live, guys. Y'all can go on live, you know. Anybody can go on live on this group. Anybody can do anything on this group. Except like advertise crap, you know. Just don't go advertising all kind of crap. Just do things that's for the group. Okay? Alright, guys. That's another post altogether once again. Okay. Bye. Thanks for joining, and thanks for watching for those of you who watch later.